I'm not going to be too loud when it comes to making this video because yes, this basically came out during midnight or around it and it's very late. I'm not trying to wake up people. Hopefully I didn't, but I am very excited for ACHERON to be here. I cannot believe they drip marketed her to be here at 2.1. That is a rip for whoever is the next drip marketed character next to ACHERON. I think everyone and their mom is excited for this character, and it's really weird for a multitude of things which we're going to talk about very soon, which is not only her element, is not only her path, but it's also the timing when it comes to all the things that are happening right now. We're looking at Kafka at the current moment in 1.6 and Dr. Ratio, but Dr. Ratio is free right now, so it doesn't matter. We're looking at Black Swan, which is the NIHILITY unit. We're looking at Sparkle, which is a very wanted support character for Harmony. Then we're looking at ACHERON, who is a lightning NIHILITY unit, which causes a couple of problems, but I'm still super excited for her design. Ooh. Her design looks really good. The main thing I want to look at, which I'm very confused at the current moment, looking at her element and looking at her path. Now the element is not too bad. Lightning is not bad. Getting another lightning 5 stars isn't really the craziest thing. But looking at her path is the weird part. Lightning and NIHILITY, that combo right there is a slight problem for a couple of people. And I bet I already know who it is. I bet you can already tell what character I'm talking about. And that is going to be Kafka. Why did they share the same, not only path, but element at the same exact time? And the fact that she's not old. These characters aren't old. These characters may have came out closer to the release of the game, but we're only in 2.0. We're not in a era where we're like 4.0 something. And it's time to replace Kafka. No, there's way too many factors on why Kafka is definitely not going to be replaced anytime soon. For anyone that is worried about Kafka being replaced, and I'm trying to make sure that my mic wasn't muted because I recorded this and I didn't get to do the full video because I just saw that I was muted. But looking at the NIHILITY path right now, and especially looking at Kafka, I think anyone who's worrying about Kafka and her role in the game, you're fine. I promise you, you're fine. The Kafka is not only a fan favorite character, she's also the leader of a whole team. They're not going to replace the leader of a whole team absolutely immediately. That'd be a stupid business decision in all honesty. Having a character who's re-triggering, who's adding lightning dot to a team, being the glue to the whole dot team as a whole, the whole archetype of that team, that's not happening. She is not. That's literally a money, they throw in the Kafka in the pool and y'all are the fishes. They're yanking it back out and they have like 10,000 fishes on the line. So Kafka's 1000%, 100% gonna be fine. But the fact that they're overlapping NIHILITY lightning is a little weird because you would have thought they would have tried to build out all the elements for every path. Currently we have Welt, which is imaginary, Kafka, which is lightning, Quantum, which is Silverwolf, and we're about to get Black Swan, which is about to be wind. So we're about to get everything besides fire, and we're also about to get everything besides what are we looking at? I'm drawing a blank, but basically what I'm saying is that usually they would like to go ahead and fill out all the elements for each role. So it's a little weird that they're overlapping already, but this kind of shows you that Kafka's still fine. She's in the green. She's not going to be the reason why ACHERON's not going to be the reason why you're going to lose your value on your Kafka, right? It's not going to be, oh, ACHERON's going to be the best dot trigger ever. Kafka's useless. No, that would not happen, not this early in the game at least. I would have thought they would have put her in the hunt or destruction class because you would have thought, as someone who's supposed to be the reference for Raiden Shogun, Raiden A, Raiden Mei, these characters, you would want them to be flashy, cool animations, a lot of damage, and I would have thought they would have been destruction or maybe hunt at least, but single target damage is a no-go. But I would have thought that would have been the case. But looking at the fact that they're already overlapping an element and of course having NIHILITY, and I think we all knew she was going to be lightning. Like, what character that's in either Genshin or Honkai Impact, we didn't know that Raiden A, Raiden Mei was going to be the lightning element. We knew that part. The path was the weird part, and looking at the path at the current moment, I want to point something out, and it's especially something they've been doing quite a bit with a lot of the new character releases, where they're kind of like mixing and mingling not patches, but the paths of themselves. Looking at somebody like Topaz and Numbi, where they're not only doing their damage, they're also supporting other characters with that debuff, so she could kind of be considered a Harmony / NIHILITY character for adding that debuff, or you can make the case that she's supporting another follow-up character, which is a very important thing. And then we also look at something like Preservation or Abundance, and right now characters like HOHO, characters like Fu Xuan, these characters aren't just keeping your team alive at the current moment. They're giving you crit rate, they're giving you energy, they're giving you attack, they're giving you HP. They're doing their job at sustaining, but they're also doing their job and give you offensive capability and offensive enhancements. And that's a very big thing, the fact that they're trying to like push a lot of these characters and mix these paths together while keeping the core identity of what they are. Fushwin's main job is to keep you alive, and she does that while giving you the extra stuff. Ho-Ho's main job is to keep you alive, and she does that extra stuff. So what I think they're going to be doing very soon is they're going to play around with the Nihility path and see how it goes. And of course, what better way to do that with a character like ACHERON, who they know is going to sell. They know it's Raiden A. Like I said already, this is a character that they know who's going to get top grossing in literally 0.1 seconds. It's just that type of character, and of course everyone's gonna fall for it, including me. I'm probably gonna get E2 or something, I don't know, but I think they're gonna play around with the Nihility path a little bit, just because, as I said, they're not gonna replace Kafka right now, and they're not gonna make a Nihility dot unit that's lightning, because Kafka already fills that role for herself. So what are they going to do with this? If you notice how I said before with not destruction but hunt, abundance, preservation are mingling their paths together, they're kind of borrowing stuff from other roles. Why not Nihility be having a main DPS that inflicts debuffs? Because right now Kafka, I would kind of put her as a utility character, right? She has other dot units and she enables them, so she's able to proc their damage. Kafka herself doesn't really do the damage, I guess you could say. And then Welt and Silverwolf, they are full on debuffers, they are full on sub DPS characters. So either you build them with break and do a really cool amount of stuff with that, especially with REHOO on Mei, and then you can also build them that sub DPS way where they're also doing damage with doing their minor effects with debuffs, because of course you're not building into anything else but damage. So I think with this, what I'm looking at, what I'm thinking of with my head right now is, because I know for sure they're not going to put ACHERON, this character that everyone's been waiting for, as a regular debuffer, as a regular dot unit. They're not. They're just not. This is a character that is money. So what are they going to do? They're going to make a main DPS Nihility character, possibly, and it's something that's super cool what I had, because like I said, the animations, her design, everything about her screams DPS. A lot of us thought she was going to be destruction Nihility. Like, let's keep it real. A lot of us thought she was going to be a full-on DPS because of all the stuff that she has in the other games, like Genshin Impact, like Honkai Impact. And who knows, maybe she can inflict like 10 debuffs like we have right now in the MOC currently for Honkai Star Rail. And she also does a fat ton of damage. Guess who would work with that? Somebody like Dr. Ratio, because shoot, she might be able to do something cool with sub DPS characters. She might be able to do something cool with REHOO on Mei. There's a lot of possibilities of what they could go with, especially since they throw this curveball at us with having a Nihility character that is lightning. I think it's very exciting, because right now it's only been relegated to dot characters and debuffers. So why not try to mix and mingle a couple of things, how Hunt's doing it and how also Preservation and Abundance are doing it, where they're making their characters do a little bit more than what their path intended for them to do. They still keep their core identity in keeping, you know, the character alive, Abundance, Preservation. Hunt, same thing. Topaz can keep the enemy, you know, taking that damage in, but also I'm going to make sure you take even more damage from other characters. So I still do the damage, I still do single target damage, which is the main thing for Topaz and Numbi, but I'm also supporting. So why not keep the core identity of Nihility while being lightning, not trampling on Kafka being a lightning dot unit? Why not be, I'm still going to give you debuffs, I'm still going to give you a fat ton of stats down, I'm going to lower your defense, I'm going to lower your speed, and then I'm going to nuke you right afterwards. I still keep the core identity of being a Nihility unit while also doing damage. That's not, you know, to the point where I'm a sub DPS. I'm your main DPS and you build a team around me. Maybe more you know, maybe they do the same thing with Dr. Ratio, more debuffs, more damage. That could potentially be a thing that could synergize with the kit really cool. But other than that, that's probably going to be it when it comes to ACHERON. I just think she is super nice and I'm very excited, especially how everyone's looking at lightning Nihility and being like, holy crap, that's kind of weird that, you know, we're already on top of Kafka's territories. Other than that, that's gonna be it for this video, and I'm just excited. Let me know what you think about ACHERON. I'm just putting some ideas out there. I'm just very excited for this character. I'm not even kidding. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. See you on the next one, and peace.